Raul Torres says some of these roosters are actually pets of his, others he sold to be shown at the state fair, but he says authorities killed them, Mark, for no reason.
This is, animal control that killed these roosters. They're supposed to be protecting animals.
Defense attorney Rick Escobar says what happened to his client and his prize pedigree roosters should never happen to anyone else.
And here they are, killing perfectly healthy pedigree roosters.
This tragedy unfolded back in May. Raul Gonzalez Torres was arrested for running a cockfighting operation. Officers with animal control raided his property and seized 60 roosters on his site, along with other items they say were linked to the crime. Court records show that conditions in the chicken coops were described as inhumane, with no food or water. However, the evidence photos show quite the opposite. Animal control also described a cockfighting ring with blood splatter all over the walls. Yet Escobar says no pictures were ever taken of that and no blood was ever collected. In August, the state attorney's office decided not to prosecute and dropped all charges against Torres.
This was a set of law enforcement officers that did an injustice to this community. It did an injustice to my client.
When Torres went looking for his roosters, he was told they were destroyed. A judge signed off on it, taking the word of the officers, despite a state statute that says animals must be humanely housed and cared for until the case is over. But that's not what happened here.
The judge is the gatekeeper. This is not something that a judge should be doing in any criminal case. For the court to sign this type of warrant without even seeing these animals is where the problem lies.
Now, Torres plans to file a civil lawsuit against the county for unlawfully killing his roosters and unlawful arrest, Mark. So this is far from over. Back to you.
It's really an amazing story, and I certainly understand the attorney's point as far as asking why the judge would sign off on this. But what about animal control? They're the officers in the first place who investigated. There's no evidence, apparently, once the state attorney looks at it. They drop the charges. Did you hear anything from animal control?
I did talk to them today. They said they'd get back to me with some sort of comment or statement, but have not heard back from them yet, Mark. We'll let you know when we do.
Hopefully we do.